Geometrical constructions. My dear friends, so far we have studied concepts like line, segment, angles. Now by using these concepts, we will study more concepts. Now we will see what is meant by an angle bisector. An angle bisector of an angle is a ray that divides that angle into two equal parts. We will now see some examples of the angle bisector. Here you can see three angles. The first one is an acute angle, the second one is an obtuse angle, and third one is a right angle. Place the compass needle on the vertex of the angle, which is labeled as B. Then open the compass to an arbitrary but sufficient length and draw two arcs intersecting the two arms of the angle. These arms are ray BA and ray BC. Let the point of intersection of the arc and the ray BA be labeled as a P and the point of intersection of the arc and the ray BC be labeled as a Q. Now place the compass needle on the point P and without changing the stretch in the compass, draw an arc in the interior of the angle. Now place the compass needle on the point Q and without making any change in the compass, draw an arc in the interior of the angle intersecting the previous arc. Let us name this point of intersection M. Now draw a ray with origin as a vertex of the angle and passing through the point M. This ray BM is the angle bisector of the angle ABC. We can verify by making use of protractor that measure angle ABM is equal to measure angle MBC. Thus, the angle bisector of an angle divides the angle into two equal parts. Now we will see what is meant by a perpendicular bisector of a segment. The perpendicular bisector of a segment is the line which is perpendicular to the segment and passing through the midpoint of the segment. The perpendicular bisector of a segment divides the segment into two equal parts. Now we will see how to draw the perpendicular bisector of a given segment. Here you can see two segments of different lengths. Both are named AB. Now we will see how perpendicular bisectors are drawn for both of these segments. Place the compass needle at point A. Open the compass arbitrarily to the little more than half of the length of the segment. Then draw an arc on one side of the segment. Then without changing the position of the compass needle, draw an arc on the other side of the segment. Now without making any change in the stretch of the compass, place the compass needle on the point B and draw arcs on the both sides of the segment. Allow these arcs to intersect the previously drawn arcs. Let us name the points of intersection of the arc as a C and D respectively. Now draw the line passing through the points C and D. This line is perpendicular bisector of the given segment AB. We can verify that the line CD is perpendicular to the segment AB with the help of protractor. We can verify that line CD divides segment AB into two equal parts with the help of ruler. Now we will see some interesting properties of angle bisectors of a triangle. The three angle bisectors of a triangle are concurrent, that is, they intersect in one point. The point of concurrence is called the incenter of the triangle. By convention, the incenter of the triangle is named I. Now we will see how to draw the angle bisectors of an angle of a given triangle. Here you can see the triangle PQR. Now we will draw the angle bisectors of the angles angle P, angle Q and angle R. The angle bisectors will be drawn sufficiently long so that they will intersect one another. Now let us draw perpendiculars from the point I to the sides PQ, QR and PR. Let us name the feet of the perpendiculars to PQ, QR and PR as A, B and C respectively. Now we can verify with the help of the ruler that length IA is equal to length IB is equal to length IC. Now we will see the property of perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle. The perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle are concurrent and the point of concurrence is called the circumcenter of the triangle. Now we will see one more property of the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle. Here you can see three triangles. The first triangle has all acute angles. The second is an obtuse angled triangle and the third is right angled triangle. If we draw the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangles, then we notice that the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle are concurrent. Now we can see that in case of the acute angled triangle, the point of concurrence of the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle is in the interior of the triangle. The point of concurrence of the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the obtuse angled triangle is in the exterior of the triangle, and the point of concurrence of the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the right angled triangle lies on the hypotenuse of the right angled triangle. Now we will see an example in our day-to-day life. Ajay, Vijay and Sujay are three friends staying in same city but at three different places within the city. There is a playground equidistant from their residences. How can we represent this geometrically? We can represent this by a triangle. How? Let us see. Since the playground is equidistant from the residences of three friends, those residences cannot be in straight line. The residences of Ajay, Vijay and Sujay by three non-collinear points P, Q and R respectively. Now PQ, QR and PR are the sides of the triangle PQR. Now let us draw the perpendicular bisectors of the sides PQ, QR and PR. These three perpendicular bisectors intersect in one point. The point of concurrence is equidistant from P, Q and R. Thus, the point of concurrence of the three perpendicular bisectors represents the playground that is equidistant from their residences. Now, we will see how to construct a triangle. My dear friends, before constructing any building, a rough plan is drawn. In the same way, before constructing any triangle, draw a rough figure of it. A triangle can be constructed in various ways. Now we will see how to construct a triangle when the lengths of the three sides of a triangle are given. In this example, it is given that in the triangle XYZ, length XY is equal to 6 cm, length YZ is equal to 4 cm, length XZ is equal to 5 cm. Let us first draw a rough figure of the triangle. We will take the longest side, that is side XY, as the base of the triangle. So, we first draw a line segment of length 6 cm and name its end points X and Y. Now, let us take the compass and open it up to 5 cm. Then, we place the compass needle on the point X and draw an arc on the upper side of the side XY. Now, adjust the distance between the tips of the compass's needle and the pencil to 4 cm. Then place the compass needle on the point Y and draw an arc on the same side of the segment XY, intersecting the previous arc. Let us name the point of intersection Z. Now, let us draw the line segments, segment XZ and segment YZ. Thus, we get the required triangle XYZ. In the same manner, we can draw the required triangle on the lower side of the segment XY. Now we will see one more example.